wrong after a while? Why am I doing so good and being pushed so far behind? You can feel when they're trying to influence you in your dream state. Like since I've lived here, I've had a lot of nightmares, and there's been places where I've lived and I've had no nightmares. The majority of the places that I've lived, I've had no nightmares for years. There's one place I lived, and in this place, I've had horrible nightmares here. So I feel like it's connected to the gang stalkers and the environment to a very high extent. Okay. Next thing is, and I feel like it also has to do with witchcraft. I believe that people are doing all type of spells on me, witchcraft spells. I just feel like they are, and I think that has to do with the nightmares that I'm having also.
All right. Now, see, my thing is this. This is another target individual. And my thing is this. Remember I just dropped up the video about the dream manipulation? I don't know if she watched my channel. I don't know who watched my channel. She should be watching my channel. If she want to know, if she want to learn about what's going on with this program. But she says ever since she moved into this particular place and the gang stalk has been on her, she says she's been having a lot of bad dreams. And that's why I did that video about the dream manipulation. Because that's what they do. Somehow, some way, they get inside your head. You know, I've been remembering my dreams. Then some of my dreams. Wow, man. I mean, I got this dream book. I've been reading this dream. See, that's another thing about CC. One thing about DB, man, is that, I don't just, sit back and just talk about what the bots are doing. I'm a researcher. So I got dream books I'm reading. I read stuff about witchcraft. Like right here, she's talking about, they doing witchcraft on her. It's like, okay, I hear a whole bunch of TIs talk about that. Oh, they doing witchcraft on me. Okay, well, what are you doing about it then? What are you going to do about it? If you feel as though your neighbors is doing witchcraft and doing spells on you, what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit back and just get whipped? Because let's just say perhaps they are doing spells on you. Because people do spells. People are, lighting candles up, doing magic on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's doing it. But I tell you one thing, the ultimate witchcrafter, the biggest witch will be the government. Because the government been doing spells on your ass since you was born. So let's not really worry about what your neighbors is doing. We need to be focusing what your fucking government is doing. They hitting you with witchcraft the moment you turn your TV on. You under a spell. It's called television to program your little mind for a reason. Or your big mind, whatever. And this ain't just directed to her, but this is directed to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the source. The ultimate witchcrafter. That's your beast. Don't worry about the next door neighbors. They under spells anyway. The bots out here, the NPCs, man, look, I keep telling y'all, they're really not the threat. They're just in the way. We got to get down to the source. When the exterminator go into the house and start killing bugs, a real exterminator go to the source, go to the nest. They tell you to move everything out the cabinets. They spray the whole house down. They don't just go in there and just start stumping on the bots, the roaches. The roaches are the bots. We got to get to the nest. We got to find out where these motherfuckers is breeding at. So my point is, what I'm saying is that if you feel as though that somebody's doing witchcraft on your ass, then what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit back and just continue to read Jesus stories? You know what I'm saying? And pray to Jesus? Because that's not going to work. That's obvious to you. You already know that. You've been praying to Jesus. Oh, they D. Here go D again. He's blasphemy. He's black. But look, has it worked? I'm asking you Christians right now. Has it worked? You've been praying to Jesus. You've been praying to the Most High, whatever name you want to hear, Yahweh Shai, whatever fancy name you want to give to God. You've been praying to him, right? Has it worked? Did your gang stalking stop? It didn't stop, right? All right, then. So what's next then? It's time to find something that's going to work. You got to branch out. Oh, no, I'm scared to do that. I'm scared to do it. Well, hey, we could just get your ass kicked then. Because that's what's going to happen. Until you learn how to step up to your power, you just gonna continue to get your ass kicked by these goddamn gang stalkers. I read everything. I'm not afraid to read no book. A lot of y'all got fear in your hearts. You afraid of it? You can read a title. It could say Lucifer in hell or something. Oh Lord, I ain't touching that book. You see what I'm saying? I was on Amazon. I was on Amazon earlier. Some book popped up called Lucifer and the Fallen Demons. I could just imagine y'all Christians, if y'all see some book like that, y'all jump out the window. So could you imagine you walking in your crib and somebody place that book on your table? You'll have a heart attack. Lucifer and the Fallen Demons. You'll kill yourself. That's how scared you are. The beast got y'all shook. If you feel as though people are doing spells on you and doing witchcraft on you, then why don't you learn about witchcraft? Why don't you read about it? This is the same young chick that I heard say in the scripture, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You know what I'm saying? Well, they damn sure not trying to suffer you to live, you know what I'm saying? Because you at the end of the day, you are the witch. You just don't know. You are the witch. You know what I'm saying? There's everybody, we all witches down this joint. You know what I'm saying? We all got power. We all do magic every day. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and do magic to get a job, you know, light a candle and do a money spell, money ritual, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was doing magic all through the Bible. But y'all don't even see that he was a witch. Jesus was turning water into wine. That's alchemy. Jesus was walking on water. That's David Copperfield. Jesus was healing the sick, allowing people that was blind to see. He was raising up the dead. He brought Lazarus forth. If that's not magic, then what the hell is it? Why do you think they call Jesus a sorcerer? You know what I'm saying? Y'all not reading the book, man. Y'all not, what's this pop-up, man? This pop-up what? Get that out of here. Y'all not reading the book, man. Y'all just talking, a lot of y'all people just talking out your ass. And I'm not just talking to her. I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm just freestyling right now. What comes out is meant to come out. You know what I mean? It's meant for somebody to hear it. So all I'm saying, let me finish, let her talk.
You can feel the tensions they have put in your life, because I feel like I've been happy without them in my life. I feel like my life is okay, my life is fine without the gang stalkers. When the gang stalkers came in, that's when I started feeling bad. That's when
and we all can relate to that. I feel like my life is fine until these damn bots then came in. But see, it's for a purpose anyway. It's for a purpose, and we gotta learn how to combat that shit.
Started not feeling good anymore. Besides that, I feel like my life is generally okay. Like, it's normal. You thought you knew what stress was until they made you actually feel what stress was. Because there's a mental state where you're just like, oh, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, there's a lot I have to do, I have all this paperwork, that's one thing. Right. But then the physical stress, that's a bad state, and gang stalkers will put you in that state. They'll have you talking about like what's happening, you'll get headaches. They'll have you stressed, like trying to finish things because they, mess with your time. And you have to hurry up and do certain things and take care of the defense that you have to take care of, whatever you're taking care of. So instead of you being able to work on things that you want to work on, you're spending time clearing things up and defending yourself over things. And sometimes...
Well, I'm running out of time. I'm running out of minutes right now. So comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like I said, man, you got to educate yourself in this program. And I'm talking about on all levels: conspiracies, metaphysics, biology, psychology. You better learn.
They've got me on electronic surveillance.